Kevin W. Rich.
I like him. I like him. Every time we meet up, there's always
Yeah, man.
some juicy
I don't care as long as the
madness.
All right, we're here in the conference room, back again, a little over a year ago from the last time we spoke. New album on the way. Let's start it off with the album. When, where, name, where can we get it? What's the deal?
It's Lupe Fiasco's Food and Liquor 2, the Great American Rap Album, in stores, online, on iTunes and all those digital refuges on September 25th, 2012.
Okay. How much freedom of speech you got going on here on this album? Because you're very outspoken, and it's a lot easier to be outspoken through the music, wouldn't you say, than in an interview or whatnot. So, what paths are you going down on this album as far as outspokenness?
It's very it's very. I took a very simple route, and I just chose to express or try and tell my idea of the American experience. So that's why it's called the Great American Rap Album. And that Great American part is Great American history, American philosophy, American phenomena, American society, the American dream, the American nightmare. And when you tell that story true, and a majority of the stuff on the album comes from a direct factual basis. I read it in this book and wrote a rap about it, Right. And if you don't believe the rap, then I'll give you the book, kind of a thing. And you can take it up with the author of that book. When you tell the story of America true, it's as controversial, it's as inspiring, it's as terrible, it's as beautiful as anything else. But it is terrible and horrid and repulsive as much as it is the opposite of those things, So it's as controversial as America.
That would be very controversial. You've said today, I listened to some of your interviews from today where you said you don't want to do the dancey music. You don't want to do the big booty club music. You don't want the down south feel. You want to stay in your lane, and put consciousness out there and speak your mind. How far can you go on an album? Because here's my thing. I'm an underground cat. I'm on commercial radio, but don't listen to commercial radio. Call me a hypocrite, but the guys that really, really take it over the line, they're not on the radio. Mm-hmm. Immortal Technique, you know what I'm saying? Cannabis. A lot of these outspoken guys, they're not on the radio. How far? What's the line for you? What is the line for Lupe Fiasco? Because you do sprinkle it in. You sprinkle it in. What's the line for Lupe Fiasco?
Well, I feel like, and Immortal Technique is my man, and we talk every day. But, and I don't know cannabis, but I know where you're coming from with that. And I'll go even further. You got the people like Paris. Sure. You got people who get really, really deep, low key, all these kind of dudes who
Jedi mind tricks as well.
Who really get really busy, right? But, at the same time too, I don't put myself out as an expert, and I don't think that a rap song is the place where you can wholly break down and discuss and put out a point of view. Right. I think you can attempt as much as you can, but I think if it's that deep, and because stories are so complex and so interwoven and so interlaced, that they need to be in a book, or they need to be in a presentation that's an hour long, that doesn't rhyme, that has no distraction in the beat, that's just a direct thing, and the people who are interested in that come to view that and dissect that, as opposed to just trying to throw something out that you think everybody's going to get because it's on the radio, which is not the case. And then you on the reverse, the songs that are on the radio, the big booty shaking songs, all that stuff, that those songs don't connect with another side of the population.
That's right.
They don't get that either. Right. It's like you would literally have to take them to a strip club, sit them down, put some money in their hand, have them throw it, have a bunch of strippers dance on them, possibly have sex with them later, put them in a Lamborghini, drive it as fast as they can, take them to the jewelry store, put the chain on them, take them to a mall, put some sunglasses. You would literally have to do them and be like, oh, I get it. I get why you would make this. I get the feeling. So it's the same thing. And because things are so complex like that and so interwoven like that, radio is built for a specific purpose, a specific format, and a specific sound, right? And you can either follow that to a T in some instances and the formula works. Then there's some people where the formula is just not going to work at all. And then there's some people who can just kind of sneak it in there, you know, still get their artistic point of view across, but still satisfy the format of the radio and the format of that medium, because there's all other mediums to do it, you know. So, you know, I look at it as being like, you know, I don't want to, on this particular record, I don't want to subjugate myself to just making the booty records, because that's all radio is. You know, it's all the shoot 'em up, all the jewelry, all the flash and the glitz and the
It is sounding a lot of very similar right now.
very similar. So if it means to do that, I have to be just like that, then I don't want it. You know, if you're going to play my obtuse records and my esoteric records in the midst of that, then fine. But I'm not finna come out of my comfort zone to appease that thing on this album, you know?
I can respect that. Now, changing gears a tad, since we last spoke, I actually ended up going to nutrition school and became a health coach.
Indeed.
And I wanted to ask you, what role do you think nutrition plays in society right now? Do you think that, basically, do you think that there's a nutrition issue in our society right now?
You mean the fattest country in the world? With a food network? Do you know what happened if you put the Food Network on in, say, Ethiopia? You know what would happen to you? Wow. Right? We're the fattest country on earth, the most obese country on the face of the earth.
Why?
Because we live in a manufactured, processed, high fructose corn syrup is king, you know, land.
Genetically modified.
Genetically modified, but just all around fat, all around starch, all around potato is best. Potato is king. Potato with everything kind of place. No real serious input put on, or no serious observation put on the benefits of vegetables, and even in smaller portions.
The government spends no money promoting vegetables.
But I wouldn't say that they don't spend no money because it's not the government's job to tell you how to eat. You know.
Well, but they do with milk and meat, though.
Yeah, but it's not their job. You're not supposed to take that. That's advice. It's an advisory council. Right. You know, we advise that you should drink milk and do this and eat meat. But there's an economic thing to it. Just like there's an economic thing to vegetables. There's an incentive to grow vegetables and sell vegetables because people want salads and eat them. I'm just saying for the person by person basis, it's your job, you know, to dictate what you eat and what you put in your body. So nutrition is king, because if you don't, you'll die.
Well said. Is the planet coming around or what? What's the deal? Is Nibiru coming around?
You tell me, man. You got the telescope. You tell me.
Well, I will tell you this. I don't know about the planet, Lupe, but I will tell you that the sun is going crazy right now. And 2013 is going to be, you know, you may have to put the survival knowledge you got, you might have to put that to use in 2013, man.
Hopefully not, but we'll see. I'm ready. Are you?
But in the truthiscary.com interview, you said that your father told you that the sky would turn purple.
But that was just kind of his thing. He's like, get ready for the day when the sky turns purple.
2013, it goes purple.
We'll see. I like this guy.
Appreciate the time, man.
Kevin W. Riz.